Alright, so I got my 2 backpacks packed up, got some snacks, saying goodbye to my apartment. It's that one right there in the corner. Said goodbye to Nita, and now I'm gonna go find a tuk-tuk. So I just got my ticket to Bangkok, and now I'm waiting about an hour or so for the train to take off. Right, okay. And I figured I would take this time to kind of recap the 10 best things, or 10 things that I really enjoyed about living here in Chiang Mai for the past 2 months. Number 10 is just affordability. The fact that it's so easy and, you know, financially pretty risk-free to spend some time here. There are very few places on this planet where it's possible to, you know, spend so much time and without a big financial burden, and, you know, Chiang Mai in Thailand is definitely one of them, so very grateful for that. And I definitely was able to explore as much of it as possible, and still have enough money left over to make it home. Number 9 is Songkran. Songkran is this 3-day long Happy New Year festival here in across Thailand, and it takes place in April, which is when I arrived. It literally started the day after I arrived, and what happens is everyone crowds around the moat, and it's just this big, epic, massive, citywide water fight, and it's kind of a way to wish someone Happy New Year's by splashing them with water. It's crazy. People get drunk, they have water guns, they pile back into the back of a pickup truck, and they use that as sort of like a mobile firing water gun ice bombing situation. It's literally one of the coolest things ever. I will say it did get a little a little overdone by the 3rd day, but I absolutely loved it. Had such a good time, and it was a really cool experience that I highly recommend if you're ever over here in April. Number 8 is just that I had time to myself in a foreign place. So, you know, it's just great having a few weeks to be lazy. I spent a few weeks, you know, writing about comic books and movies for a blog. And I spent a few weeks just going to different nearby location every day, just trying to explore the area as much as I could. It was just great to be in a place and a time where I had no agenda, and I could 100% dictate the agenda. And ultimately that led me to start vlogging and start making these videos, which I'm definitely hoping to keep doing. Number 7 is a bit of a weird one. It's actually going to a Western bar, the UN Irish pub near the East Gate in the Old City. But the reason I like that so much is because I was one of the few weird people here that would wake up at 7 a.m. to catch an NBA playoff game live instead of waiting for the repeat. And it was cool because there was a handful of other people there every time too, and it was just a great gang to have breakfast with, you know, every other day in the week, and watch a playoff game and then watch the finals with. 6 is having a scooter. One thing I cannot recommend more is just getting a scooter, driving around town, learning the ropes, learning the traffic. It really opens up the city for you, and it's so much fun to ride, and it's just really cool to have. And I started growing attached to my scooter, and I felt bad when I had to return it, and it was easily one of the best parts of being here. number 5 is all the different foods I got to try. Even from all the street vendor stuff, all the meats on sticks, all the fried fish balls, whatever they were offering at the markets, to the noodles, the spicy curries. It was an amazing culinary experience. Lots of diversity. I feel like even after 2 months, there's a lot of stuff that I just didn't get a chance to try. But of the stuff that I did try, I'm glad I kind of was a little adventurous with some of what was out there, and it was totally worth it. And now when I come back here, I'll know exactly what to get. Okay, so number 4 is going to all the markets. The night market, the night bazaar, the walking street market, all the little markets that they put by the malls and by like little shops on random little streets. It's just cool running into those all the time, getting some food, easily getting lost in there for a couple hours at a time. I never really bought that much except for getting Subies for the lads, but I just like seeing it. I like crowds, I like busy people, and it's something that I'm going to miss when I go back. Okay, so number 3 is working at Punt Space, the co-working space that I was at. It's just really nice to meet a lot of like-minded people, and it's a good place to get started in an environment that I was unfamiliar with. Got my bed made up here on the train, and the number 2 reason why I like Chiang Mai was going to the Muay Thai fights. The number 1 cool thing about my Chiang Mai experience was this weekend when my buddy Chris came down to visit, and we took scooters north up to this like hippie town. It's called Pai. And what was so great was that this road was the windiest, most curviest road that I have ever been on, and it was such a fun time going up this road trip. He ended up getting stuck, his battery ended up dying. Absolutely awesome time.